it's in that sense that if we push a lot and the root bounces up and our back or tips down, because we push it too much, we get a complete opposite effect from it. They get tighter, smaller, shorter strided. So I think just an inch, hold steady there. If that feels good, maybe another inch, another long side or two later. Where you just go, that's way better. You go thinking that way, really incrementally. Be thinking then also with the ground cover. The ground cover is part of the gait quality, and the jump is part of the gait quality for the canter. So you want to be thinking as I'm improving and challenging.
I have your Christmas card too, I just remembered. I forgot to bring it.
Meaning I don't want her to
It
come
didn't
push
get
out
mailed.
away from the hind
I don't know
leg
why.
and get flat.
Doug and I found some Christmas cards, like a stack of them, with the mail. I'm like, they maybe came in with the mail? I'm not sure. So I said in the car, I'm like, oh, I'm going to see her. But then, of course, I left it on the counter. So Christmas will go into late January for you and me.
I need to keep the stride ground covering, but also in a certain way collective. And I just said that to Jenny the same. Think of the collection as not so much size of the stride, but the balance of the stride, or the height of the stride. So you can ride the canter, all things relative. You can ride it fairly big, but make it jump high. So you think, yeah, right. You think, I'm going to stay above that on the short side. I'm going to stay really focused on the way your shoulder and forehand are reacting. Does it feel like when I try, I can bounce the shoulder and front leg into the air? Or does it feel like when I try, the crew bounces into the air? The whole time I'm going to continue to push over the ground. I'm going to keep half holding that bounce stays uphill. But I'm going to keep playing a little bit with a kind of a little kick, a little nudge, a little challenge from the width maybe to the quality of the gait, which is again, it's the access. Can I bounce the forehand into the air?
What is that
and
noise?
You can incorporate it, mix in a couple, some half bounces, a little bit of haunches in there.
Can you, Morgan, do you mind going to look to see what that noise is? If they're working on stalls, they can't. Not today.
Can I keep that quality within the movement now? Good. And if you feel her, that's right, I like the correction. So like there where you felt her get a little tight, the correction was good. And like, no, I'm not going to let you keep half passing with these short, little jumpy strides, these tight strides. I want long, not quite medium strides in half pass, because again, I don't want you running away from the hind leg, but I want sweeping strides, way better, good. So she's
so pretty, this half pass, isn't it?
Especially in the counter. That
it's one of my favorite movements. It's all right. Of course, that's the wash stall right there. Just to your left, yep. Yeah, just pull those hoses out or I'll get one of the guys to. And there's hot water in there. They can just go out front on the dirt, out in the front of the barn there. You know. And there should be a short hose in there that you can use. Just whatever you need.
To go outside or be inside?
No, to wash them in the wash stall, there should be a short hose that attaches to that thing. Because sometimes we use that to water when everything's frozen in the morning. That's why there's all those long hoses in there, but we can pull them out. I just remembered what that noise is. It's the hot water heater that makes that noise. I forgot.
You can do it 3 times in a row and not have to incorporate another element, meaning the flying change. Good. Watch the pull, no lower than that. Stay well back in your body, putting pressure
it's the hot water.
Stay down, pushing your
That's what it
legs
is.
to reach big and under, and make that straight on the short side, and making sure again you have the ability to influence the forehand. Right? Take your time if you rub it the cage. If she starts to feel it all tight, like the last one, wait until the next long side. Where you're going, this has to be like a tennis. I don't want it short, tight, bouncing underneath. I want it to get reaching, covering ground. So that again, same with the last one. Way tight. So it's like that one, loosens through her. Shows a good positive tension because it jumps big, high and over the ground, but the effect of the change pulls on the body and makes her looser. Obviously, the first one, the right to left, had the effect of the opposite effect, tightens her more. Good. Go straight on the center line, launches in. This time, shoulder is the norm. This time, punches it. Just to go, I'm not taking that pressure off, but I don't want to change direction yet. Good. Yeah. Long side launches in. Challenge that at the long end for a real crossing, a real reaching of a right hind leg, over to the right, so that you have to separate the left and right hind legs, and really get to that separation of blood. That through the separation, you have to get more looseness in the lower back. That one's one. It sounds funny, it's almost like you want to take the gate and break it apart, that you feel like you can own each football even more angle. Challenge it. We're going to do the same with the pirouette work in a minute. Nose coming down a minute. Then one more hunch to get any stronger. Nose lower in the pull, that's right. Push it over the ground. And what I want is that extreme hind leg separation, even more angle. That's good, bending right, there you go. So that it's kind of taking it beyond the angle that you need, and going, I need to ride it to the angle that I feel starts to tear at the holding in your lower back. I mean, not literally tear at, but breaks the holding free. Bend your more right. Shoulder leading, pull staying up, that's good. Shoulder, pull up. Sitting to the right, there you go. Love this, then kind of from the center line on to bend there. Think again, big and loose in the change when you ride it. Nice in the balance, good. Keeping your pull up, stride big, getting just a little tight in the corner. Change back. Good, take your time. Sitting in, push over the ground, or over the ground. There's your counter for it, right. Good. Walk ones when you're ready. Just let her catch your breath just a second. I want to do more with that with the camera. That makes sense that I'm after, right? With that stronger hunch. A little tighter, that could come and go. Could just be that the right one you did first. So I noticed it more, but the right side looks a little tighter.
She's a really special horse.
And so
Plus,
for that,
her work ethic is solid.
Whether it's a half-pass or we're going to submit them on the circle. The circle's really
Horses are really fit at this level, especially.
Yeah.
Plus, the rider can keep the canter going.
Yeah.
Really quiet age. That's the whole idea, is that people are looking at her, how's she keeping her going?
I think so she was doing it.
Feeling like I can own the engagement of the hind leg separately. So what I want
We
you
do, but it
thinking
should
is,
to you
in
look
that
like,
to the right,
you're
we'll
like,
just use the right side.
how's she getting her to do that?
Could I get her to just delay the counter stride?
But there's a million little bitty things
Stay on the
going
left
on.
hind leg a little longer, and have to reach further under with the right
She has
hind
a
leg.
super work
So
ethic.
that she gets a kind of a bigger V in the distance.
The mare
between
is,
the hind leg and
how old is
the
Flica now?
triangle.
13 or
So
something, you
that's that hind
guys?
leg separation.
Morgan,
So
isn't she
we
around
want from her
13?
in the counter itself,
So the horse,
more of that engaged inside
Flica,
hind leg
she's about
separation.
13 or
But if you
14.
just take the counter and
She was
just
11 when she got her, I think.
both hind legs separate.
Hi.
That's how the counter.
Conscious
So
right
not
on
always. In some horses they're 4 beady or disconnected.
Look in the grooming stall
It doesn't, but in general.
or down the
So
aisle.
put in that strong launches in. It's going
It's not on the
separate
cleaning
way
hook, it's not on the middle hook.
hind legs are working. It's
We
really
used it
the
yesterday,
only
so I'm not quite sure. Or
Not
no,
as easy. I go shoulder.
Yeah,
I can
yesterday.
go- I have a bunch of different places. And or in the trot, I can go a whammo with one spur, a whip on one side, right at the right time, and one hind leg goes pop. But if you do that in the counter, both hind legs go up. So that works to our advantage when we're talking about jump to the counter, but it doesn't work to our advantage when we're talking about engagement. So that engagement, really to get access to that, is that launches in, long side or circle. It's going to make your pirouettes, but you're really doing it just for the loosening effect that we need in our lower back to get the growth of the counter stride.
Yeah, that's what
bigger.
she's
Yes. Up the counter again, when you're ready.
And I feel that a little bit in the right pirouette.
Yeah.
You'll start to go into it, and all of a sudden you push it and feel a little bit backwards in it.
Yeah. Tight. It probably just gets that little bouncy, or it gets too slow. They tend to do one or the other at that point. Little short, tight strides, or that kind of slow motion, not quite cantering anymore underneath.
Yeah, and it's almost over rotating
Yeah.
for each step. And
Yeah.
I'm
Smaller
trying to
for
add
her.
more steps so that I don't get her feeling like,
somebody hit something. They're all in spring mode already.
In order, right?
Ugh, they're so obnoxious. The little males, they're always fighting at each other. The kids are like, they are falling from the sky. So that's because they're fighting and they're not flying. You know, so they like hook together and they're like fighting and fighting and fighting.
It's one of those tricky places, like there she has to be a little more electric, but doesn't need to be, in a sense, maybe more reactive is a better word than electric, but not quite.
Yeah.
So that first step is a little bit more right the moment your leg comes on, but in the same way better. That you get it reactive right when the leg comes on, it's not a short stride. It's that nice big screw. Same thing, you push just a little bigger in the counter right away, not too collective.
Yes.
Colleen got out.
Just
And
inch by
I
inch
brought
grow
him
over the
into,
first
but I
couple
put him
circles.
in, he created Fabioso in, so I put him in his run.
Perfect.
And
They forgot to bring him in when they brought Banjo in. You can't leave him out there when
oh,
they
Banjo's in?
Yeah,
Oh, is that
Lila
what
must
it
have
was?
forgotten.
Don't ride it too collective.
Okay.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay.
He's such a pill.
Not
But his
big and
lead
flat,
line is still out
big
in
and
his
fine.
run.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll
So
get
use
it.
Fabioso's lead to get him.
And then just come in maybe 15
catching me.
Not too small right
Oh,
away.
then, but then he went into the
And just
little
stay 15 meter
pen,
circle on.
and then I
Just
went,
like you walk the
you know,
wall.
with authority.
Gotcha.
Go back and forth.
He's really pretty good that
Then
way.
no,
maybe
he's
just
not.
touch more.
He's loving
And
this
be
getting
kind
free
of
stuff. He
listening
does it
to
all the
and
time.
working with.
Crawls underneath the
Normally it
wires.
doesn't cause
Do I still hold the
a
rhythm? Does she slow it
Commotion.
down a little? Is the counter
usually
staying
just
jumpy? Forehand staying lifted? Is the bend easy
Naughty
accessible? Has she taken anything away that I had on the bigger circle?
He has his own set of rules
Without
now.
the haunches. Touch more jump. Say
That's
out,
cute.
not too small here.
But Junior would love it if he knew these heaters were them.
Oh, what that? I'm sorry.
So happy.
Jump. Good. Thing, I like the expression kind of thing on this side. Own it. Own every footfall. Own every inch of her body. Own every degree of bend. Every degree of collection. Good. And back out. And in that way, this 20 meters, 1 20-meter circle, and then back in again once. This time, same thing, no different in terms of what you had, where it was, all of that, but a touch more bend. No more angle, just a touch more bend. Light the counter there, and then in again when you're ready. That's when you're already with the bend, not too small. It's just that she doesn't on her own come too far in with the haunches. And that's pretty normal. One side you sometimes have to think more haunches, the other side you have to think more forehand. That's why I want her this way, a touch more bending. Just because you have to think on this side about bringing the forehand more around the turn. No, it's up and down, that's right. And you can even play a little with the outside like that. It's not too far back. Almost even sometimes you bring it a little toward the grip just for a moment. Help get the forehand turning and then bring it back again. With more bend left. Good. There you go. Watch the counter rhythm, no slowing. A little less haunches in angle, just a touch less. Good. More bend. That's your angle, no more angle. More bend through the neck. Good with the counter jumping, even more bend, still challenging there. So now you're going, I need you to bend a little more honest this way, right? That's it. Good. Good. From that, now make it smaller, 8 meters. Get that bend. Counter jumping. Jumping. That's right. Good. Jumping, bending it. Challenge that left bend, plenty of angle. Good. There's your feel, that's the bend, that's kind of the ideal. And then out. Good. Just a circular out on the big side, and then you come right back to that again. So that stuff, I always go, I want to make sure,
The
literally
menu
inch
and
by
the sign
inch,
up for the
I can
lunches
work
is
my
over
way
there. Will
in,
you
and
get
I
it?
own every aspect
Connor
of
and Brooke
control
had
of
it.
And
I'll
in
order the
that way,
lunches
like
and
I
then
said, this way,
you guys
I
can
think
just
we
pay
need more emphasis
the
on
clinic
turn
account.
forehand. The other
Somewhere
side's
over
gonna
there
need
where
more
those girls
emphasis
were
on getting
sitting.
butt over there. That's pretty common, right? Because the one weaker hind leg, they all have a weaker leg. The one weaker hind leg, one hind leg pushes, one hind leg carries in the counter. So depending on what they're weak to, the pushing or the carrying, you're going to see that.
Devin's next, Alicia, if
It's
you
the
want to
same
stay and
hind
watch
leg,
her.
You're going to see it in two completely different ways.
Do you want
when they
lunch?
change
We're going to order lunch in.
Nothing impaired.
Not
And
to
just
like angle
everything in
at
the
first,
world.
but
So.
Yeah, that's true. It does. It's Mad Greens though, so they do have soups and salads that are gluten-free and whatever. So if you... No, we have to go get it.